My name is David. I'm a bookseller at Literati, and I'm also a freelance writer with bylines in BuzzFeed primarily, Vice, Chicago Review of Books, and I spent the first part of my career as a professional actor, so that is something that pops up in my recommendations and my time here at the bookstore a lot. But I love books, and I'm so happy to be at Literati. So this is The Prophets by Robert Jones Jr. It was one of my favorite books of 2021. It's about two queer enslaved men on the same plantation who fall in love, and their love sort of reverberates through the community in ways that are both expected and unexpected. The language is hypnotic, it is extremely well written, and it's a perfect book if you're looking for something queer and you're a fan of James Baldwin or Toni Morrison. I could not recommend it more. So this is Nevada by Imogen, Vinnie, which was originally released in 2013, but that press has gone out of business. So it's getting a reissue this year, right for Pride season, and it is one of the coolest books I've ever read. It's sort of a classic of modern trans literature. The narrator has a voice that is so acerbic, but like compelling. She's a bookseller and she goes on a road trip not knowing where she's going to end up, and she ends up in Nevada where, you know, there's not a whole lot going on. If you like a good road trip story and you're looking for something very queer, very punk rock, check this out. Up next we have High Risk Homosexual by Edgar Gomez. It is his debut memoir and essays, and it's so charming and heartwarming, and it's about his experience growing up being someone who is more femme than most in a Latin American household where machismo sort of reigns supreme. It's done with such humor and heart, and this features one of the best essays I've ever read about the Pulse tragedy in 2016. So check it out, you might find your next favorite author. How You Get Famous by Nicole Pisoka, which is a history of the Brooklyn drag scene in the last decade or so. It is gossipy, it's fun, it's nonfiction that you will not be able to put down, and perfect for anyone who wants to know more about drag beyond what you see on TV. RuPaul's Drag Race, Dragula. This is the behind the scenes mess featuring a lot of your favorites. Aja, Sasha Velour, Thorgy Thor, Mary Cherry, check it out. This is a great gift for the summer. Curating the Pride display at Literati was important to me because I think as a local business, we need to be a community space. We need to serve the community of the people that come to us looking for both education and entertainment, and we need to make a safe space for people to be themselves, to express themselves, and books were one of the first ways that I really learned that there was a life outside of where I was growing up. I didn't know any queer people growing up, and reading books like Armistead Maupin's Tales of the City really made me be like, oh, I can have a full, vibrant life that is as joyous and messy as all of the straight people that I know, except I don't have to be alone for the whole time. I can be surrounded by a community. So I just want people to feel represented and heard, and that's why I asked the staff to contribute their picks. Not all of these on the display are my favorite books. They are all great books, but they're picks from all over the place, all different genres, so I just hope that people can, if not learn something new, see themselves in a book that they have never really seen before.